Well, make sure that you are throwing out your trash correctly, or it may hit your wallet. That is the message the city of Hampton is sending as they eye changes to their solid waste program. News 3 reporter Ellen Ice explains.
We don't want to fine anybody. What we want is for people to follow the rules.
Currently, those rules are this. You get 2 strikes of not putting out trash or recycling properly. Then the third time, you get a $25 fine. The city of Hampton is proposing changing that to $75.
We really just want to remind people to follow the rules, put their trash out when they're supposed to and how they're supposed to.
One of the issues the city is looking to cut back on is mixing trash and recycling to make sure items like this are the only thing that end up in a landfill. Other problems include
people put out like a whole tree or things that our trucks really can't pick up. We've got people who put hot coals in their trash and melt their trash cans.
Another issue, blocking the cans. Resident Hal Gwynn says he's seen that firsthand. He supports the proposal.
It makes it almost impossible to empty the trash cans with cars all over the place. I think it's appropriate to do. If you can't follow the rules, you got to pay for it.
And he's not the only one.
I think that we need to make sure that people follow it and make it easier for the people that do the collection.
The proposed changes will be open to public comment at the December City Council meeting. In Hampton, Ellen Ice, News 3.
It is being called a potential breakthrough for the opioid epidemic. Researchers at the University of Houston have developed a fentanyl vaccine. They say the experimental vaccine can block the dangerous opioid from entering the brain and leading to abuse. They believe the findings could have a significant impact on opioid misuse. So far, the vaccine has only been tested on rats. They hope to start human trials soon. Reporter Ellen Ice has been highlighting families impacted by fentanyl across our area, and you can find those stories right now on WTKR.com.
All right, folks, if you're traveling this Thanksgiving, brace yourself for the crowds. Oh, yeah. 54.6 million people are expected to travel this holiday season. All this according to AAA. That is up slightly from 2021 and nearly as high as pre-pandemic volumes. Now, their advice for those hitting the friendly skies this season, reserve airport parking ahead of time, build in time for long TSA lines, and avoid checking a bag if that is possible. Now, traveling during the holidays can be dangerous. Data show that from 2016 to 2020, 138 drivers were involved in fatal crashes on Thanksgiving Eve, and they were alcohol impaired. So, Drive Safe Hampton Roads has partnered with Lyft to provide free and reduced rides through their program 757 Sober Ride. It will start at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, November 23rd until 4 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day. To get the discount, you'll need to put in a special code during payment. That code will drop at 3 p.m. on the 23rd, and when it drops, you'll be able to find it on WTKR.com.
This holiday season, the United States Postal Service is warning about holiday shipping. Officials are telling customers not to use the large blue collection boxes. The Postal Service's mail fraud and theft have been increasing year-round, but tend to peak during the holidays. They say that if you do want to use one of these boxes for your packages, try to use them before the last collection of the day. That will reduce the amount of time your package is sitting in the box. They say the most risky time to drop off your package is after the last collection of the day on Sundays or on federal holidays.
You know what they say? They say that laughter is the best medicine, but for newborn babies, it may be cuddling. Coming up, why one hospital is using a team of cuddlers to help babies in intensive care.
Parents with babies in intensive care have a lot on their plates.
They really do, and they can't always be at the hospital with their newborns, even if they need around-the-clock care. Now, one hospital in Chicago thinks a team of cuddlers is just what the doctor ordered. Rush University Medical Center has been helping families with a volunteer cuddler program. They've been doing this for 35 years. When families are away from the hospital, volunteers comfort the babies by cuddling and talking to them.
Officials say the volunteers are trained, educated, and screened. They hold, sing, read, and talk to the babies. Studies show that this helps reduce infant stress, pain, and helps improve their overall physical health. And both the volunteers and the parents say it's beneficial.
My second son was a NICU patient. When he was about 10, I heard about the program and said, I want to go back. I need another baby to, to cuddle. And I could still remember what it was like to have him here and a toddler at home, and to want to be both places at the same time. So I thought, oh, here, it's a baby fix for me and a service for the babies.
It relieves guilt for me because I think I always have to be here. So when I'm gone, it makes me feel good and at ease.
It's good all around for everybody, right? During the pandemic, Rush temporarily suspended its Cuddler program, and now it's back with even more volunteers.
UVA head coach Tony Elliott speaking publicly for the first time since Sunday's shooting. The latest on the immediate future of the UVA football program and how the team is handling the situation is coming up in sports. Patrick?
Well, Mark, with a cold front moving through, it is going to be a little bumpy out on the water tomorrow, especially in the morning with northwest winds 10 to 20 knots. We expect 2 to 3 foot waves on the bay, 3 to 4 foot seas on the Atlantic coastal waters. We'll talk about how chilly it's going to get behind that cold front coming up.
Now, News 3 Sports, sponsored by West Shore Home.
As of this moment, no decision has been made in regards to Saturday's football game between UVA and Coastal Carolina. Athletic Director Carla Williams saying that that decision will involve her, Tony Elliott, and the players, and it will be made soon. That announcement coming during a press conference this afternoon. The first time either Williams or Tony Elliott speaking publicly since Sunday night's shooting. The head coach sharing memories of the 3 fallen players and says that right now his full focus is on helping his team through this. Williams also noting the alleged shooter arriving in 2018 and only part of the football team for 1 semester, having no overlap with any of the players shot. As for Saturday, Elliott says his focus is the one right in front of him.
For me, the focus is not past today. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get everybody back together this evening so that we can see them again and spend some time. And then in due time, we'll collaborate on the path going forward in terms of on the field play.
Elliott says this is something that nobody is prepared to deal with until you're in it. Of course, UVA and Virginia Tech, bitter rivals on the field, but the tragic events in Charlottesville certainly putting things into perspective for many. This week, though, through adversaries in sports, the Hokies putting all of their support behind the Cavaliers. Brent Pry opening his press conference today with a statement addressing the tragedy. The head Hokie expressing his sympathies to the entire UVA football community and noting that football creates a brotherhood among those who are part of the game. Pry texting with Tony Elliott yesterday morning, and it's a situation that hits close to home for everybody.
We are family, and when one of us is hurting, we all hurt. I've hugged my own family, felt so close to our team through all of this. These last 24 hours. UVA was here for us in 2007, and we are here for them now. It's bigger than football.
Pry and the Hokies scheduled to host UVA next Saturday, so we'll see what happens with this schedule going forward. But, I mean, I can't imagine having to try to make this decision. So they said, it'll be made together. It'll be made athletic director, team, players will have input as to what they want to do, and they'll make this decision soon. But like I said, I can't imagine having to make this decision.
But no.
You mentioned they haven't practiced?
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I mean, my understanding is they have not practiced the last 2 days, so obviously that could play into it as well. But right now, I think their main focus, as Coach Elliott said, is just trying to help these guys heal as best they can, be in contact with the families of the people that were shot, and just, help everybody as best they can, because there's obviously no playbook on this.
Yeah.
And man, what an unimaginable situation for those kids up in Charlotte.
How many more games left in the season?
2. Yep.
All right.
And pause for a time of healing.
No
right?
doubt.
Thanks, Mark.
Sure.
All right, a local couple has created a documentary, and it's a pretty heavy topic.
Their film is called Sextortion, The Hidden Pandemic, and they say this true crime piece exposes the world of online grooming and crimes against children.
News 3 reporter Angela Bohan sat down with the filmmakers and has some eye-opening information.
As parents, we often think about the dangers that kids face. And one of the biggest growing problems is right here. And now a film being made about this topic is being shown internationally. And it all started right here in Norfolk.
For the first time in history, we're letting strangers interact with our kids in the back of our car, in their bedrooms.
A 90-minute documentary called Sextortion, The Hidden Pandemic, is becoming a must-see across the globe.
Sextortion is probably the fastest growing crime in the world.
So, what is sextortion? Filmmakers Maria and Stephen Peak describe it as blackmail.
I have this image, and if you don't send me more images or if you don't send me more money, I will release it to all your friends, to your school friends, to your parents.
And it's actually 1,000% more prevalent than trafficking, and nobody knows about it.
The film exposes the true case of a Top Gun pilot stationed at Naval Air Station Oceana who was sentenced to prison after convincing young girls to send inappropriate photos of themselves.
I talk to parents all the time about this, and they just assume that because their kid is really good, that these social media platforms can't get to them.
But Tiffany McGee, who works with those who have been sexually exploited, says that's far from true.
They are very much less likely to tell their parents because they cannot believe what they've done.
These Norfolk filmmakers aren't just highlighting the dangers, they're using this as an educational tool. Administrators at the Williams School were compelled to host a screening of this film.
Educators have a moral and an ethical responsibility to be aware of those things that are dangerous.
The school is also collaborating on ways to bring this information into the classroom.
Take something that is frightening and dangerous and use it as a source for curriculum to be able to educate children to keep them safe.
A local screening for this film is being held here at the Chrysler Museum on Thursday evening, and it is open to the public. If you're not able to make that, you can also stream this film, and we have a lot more information at WTKR.com. In Norfolk, Angela Bohan, News 3.